Typhoon Bavi, 2026, was one of the most significant tropical cyclones to affect eastern China during the 2026 typhoon season. After developing over the western Pacific Ocean and strengthening as it moved northwestward, Bavi intensified into a powerful typhoon before approaching China's eastern coastline. The storm made landfall in Zhejiang Province on July 11, 2026, first near Yuhuan and later near Yueqing, bringing destructive winds, torrential rainfall, dangerous storm surges, and widespread disruptions. Although the typhoon gradually weakened after moving inland, it continued to produce severe weather over large parts of eastern China. Chinese meteorological authorities closely monitored the storm several days before landfall. As forecasts indicated that Bavi would strike the densely populated eastern coast, emergency management agencies issued high-level warnings and activated disaster response plans. Local governments in Zhejiang and neighboring provinces organized large-scale evacuations from coastal communities, flood-prone areas, and regions vulnerable to landslides. Nearly 2 million residents were evacuated before the storm reached the mainland, making it one of the largest precautionary evacuations in China in recent years. Emergency shelters were opened, rescue teams were deployed, and emergency supplies such as food, drinking water, medical equipment, and power generators were distributed in advance. When Typhoon Bavi reached the coast, it produced extremely strong winds, capable of uprooting trees, damaging buildings, and disrupting transportation networks. In Yueqing and surrounding cities, thousands of emergency workers were mobilized to remove fallen trees, clear blocked roads, and restore damaged infrastructure. Heavy rainfall caused rivers and reservoirs to rise rapidly, while urban drainage systems were overwhelmed in several locations, resulting in flooded streets and residential neighborhoods. Mountainous areas faced an increased risk of landslides and flash floods because of the intense and persistent rainfall. Transportation across eastern China was severely affected. Hundreds of domestic and international flights were canceled or delayed as airports suspended operations due to dangerous weather conditions. High-speed rail services and conventional train routes were temporarily halted in many areas to ensure passenger safety. Ferry services along the eastern coast were suspended, and fishing vessels were ordered to return to port before the storm arrived. Major highways experienced temporary closures because of flooding, fallen trees, and poor visibility. These disruptions affected millions of travelers and caused delays in the movement of goods and emergency supplies. The storm also impacted economic activity throughout the affected region. Factories temporarily suspended production, ports reduced operations, and construction projects were halted because of the hazardous weather. Agricultural areas suffered crop damage as strong winds flattened fields and excessive rainfall flooded farmland. Power outages occurred in several communities after high winds damaged electrical infrastructure. Utility companies worked continuously to restore electricity and communication services as weather conditions improved. China's emergency response demonstrated the country's extensive disaster management capabilities. Meteorological agencies provided continuous weather updates through television, radio, mobile applications, and social media platforms. Local authorities instructed residents to remain indoors, avoid unnecessary travel, and prepare emergency supplies. Firefighters, police officers, medical personnel, and volunteers were deployed throughout the affected provinces to conduct rescue operations, assist displaced residents, and clear debris. Emergency teams also inspected reservoirs, dams, bridges, and flood control systems to reduce the risk of secondary disasters. Before reaching mainland China, Typhoon Bavi had already affected nearby regions, including Japan's Sakishima Islands and Taiwan. As the storm crossed the East China Sea, it generated large waves and dangerous sea conditions that disrupted maritime activities across the region. Even after landfall in Zhejiang, Bavi continued moving inland while weakening into a severe tropical storm. Nevertheless, it produced heavy rainfall across several inland provinces, maintaining the threat of flooding and landslides long after the strongest winds had subsided. The widespread evacuations carried out before landfall played a crucial role in reducing the number of casualties. Disaster experts noted that improved forecasting technology, timely warnings, and coordinated emergency planning significantly increased community preparedness. Residents responded to official evacuation orders while emergency responders remained on standby throughout the event. Although the storm caused considerable economic losses, transportation disruptions, infrastructure damage, and flooding, the extensive preparedness measures helped limit the human impact.
满地苍蝇，还好没有什么大的事情了。看，我的车停在这里，没有被树砸到，还好。哎呀。
Before you go, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Thank you for watching and for being part of our community. Stay informed, stay prepared, and remember that awareness can make a difference. I'll see you in the next update. Stay safe.
台风绝对登陆我们的这边了。